It's the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Detroit Lions.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Detroit Lions and the Philadelphia Eagles. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are and ready to go.
Jones now on first down. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. And a loose football. But I believe a Lion was there to recover it. Yes, they will indeed keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face third and short. First. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. Here comes the Lions punter now. Devontae Smith deep to return. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded just inside the 30. Powerful running. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 71-yard punt return. And the Eagles are on the board first here in this division round matchup. A long way to go in this one. I'm sure that's not the only score we'll see today, but to jump out like that, very good.
Yeah, everyone wants to set the pace. You know, in a game like this, you want people chasing you. You don't want to be the team chasing them. That's exactly what they did.
Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. So his big play capability in full display there as he's able to return that punt for a touchdown. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. Now Jones throwing on first down. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Jones under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. The game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jones. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here comes the Lions punter now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. Here's Smith to return it. A big-time return there, 40 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So the Eagles now, they'll be in great position here to start things out. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Oh, the spin. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Stopped short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and now to give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Parkey with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. A swing pass here to Edwards. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. This time they stay on the ground. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's NFC divisional round game. And it was the Green Bay Packers who will continue on in these playoffs as they were able to knock out the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, in our game, we're set up for a terrific second half. So to find out who will advance to the NFC title game, let's send it back out to Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Fielded right around the 8. Oh, a good return up past the 30. There goes Larry Fitzgerald.
It don't matter.
And he will score. Touchdown, Eagles. Now Parkey for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. And no doubt one of the most, if not the most exciting play we'll see in this game. The kick return all the way to the end zone for 6 points. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Jones on 1st and 10. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. 2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. Jones throw here pulled in by Lazard. And oh, he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he will find his man Ruggs. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
So when's the best time to take the big shots downfield?
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Lions are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful. The game is over.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Now it's Smith. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Boston Scott, his first carry. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Boston Scott taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Eagles are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive lineman.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for it.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. But I believe the Lions was there to recover it. Yes, they will indeed keep possession. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shot.
Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Meanwhile, Jones' throw taken in by Hockenson here. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. They have all but booked their ticket to the NFC Championship game next weekend, and they'll look to finish things off here now in this 4th quarter.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
On 1st down, Scott. Open space inside the 10, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Now Parkey for the extra point. Fake it. It's caught inside the 5. And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. and never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling.
no, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows, you may meet up with this team again. My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's Jones on third down. Man open. It's St. Brown. He's got it. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll look to throw again. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Alex Singleton, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense and that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And I noticed you used the word sparked, because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark is...
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the fourth quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. They'll run on first down. Scott stays on his feet. And some room to roam now. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all three phases: offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for two is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Are able to cover this one up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Kill. Turn it up. Kill.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And the Eagles season will continue at least one more week. Thanks for watching, and so long, everybody. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.